Okay, I want to get this taken for the second time and be done with it. Okay, systems of equations. You need to find where the lines cross for x and y. That's all your problems are like that. You got to solve for x and y. It's system. There's two of them. Now on a graph, you wall your y, and if it's walls by itself, you're good to go. Okay, if the y is by itself, label your m and b. Okay. So plus 3, 1, 2, 3, then go down 1, forward 1, down 1, forward 1, take a ruler, graph it. Okay, on the other one, the y is by itself, so MB, so it's plus 1 this time, and then up 1 over 1. So that's going to be where they cross. And this is the solution to the system. You are forward 1 and up 2, 1, 2. Okay, number 2, you got issues here. Okay, first off, the y ain't by itself, so you don't know your m and b. You're going to find it. You're going to make this table. Okay, so put them both on top. -5. Okay, now, first off, you have a 1y, but you don't want it to be a minus 1y. You go negative, plus, 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 plus. Now, rearrange the equation, 1y. Negative 2x jumps across the equals, so it's positive 2x, and then we got plus 5. Then I'm going to divide everything by 1. That's not a decimal, so you can write 2. You're going to put a 1 under it because that's your m, and then 5 divided by 1 is 5. That's your b. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I go up 2 over 1, up 2, forward 1. Okay, next one, you have to rearrange it. Put the 1y by itself. Positive 2x jumps over here. It's going to become negative 2x plus 1. Now divide everything by 1. Negative 2 divides by 1, it's negative 2x plus 1. So MB, remember your m's a 1, so plus 1, you go down 2, forward 1, down 2, forward 1, okay? And those are going to cross as well. They're crossing right here. So what solution is that? Backwards 1, so negative 1, up 3. That's the solution to that. So when the y is not by itself, you need to make a table, rearrange it. First, if your y is a minus, you switch all the signs. Then you get the y by itself. We did that quite a bit when we did this. Okay, number 3. First equation's good to go, okay? Y is by itself, m and b. Y equals mx and b. Then up 2, forward 1. And that's all the that line represents all solutions to the first equation. Now I need to draw a line that represents all solutions to the second. Y is not by itself, I'm making a table. I don't need this side. I was able to graph that without the table. Okay, you don't have to move the x. The x is where you want it. You just need to divide everything by 3. So that's going to be 2x minus 1. And it's going to be the same line, okay? So that's an IMS. If I have two parallel lines, it's NS, okay? If you remember that. I didn't get one in this packet, but that's it. Solve by substitution, okay? Substitution is where you got to find a letter by itself and box it right there. And circle the other side. Now I write the other equation. And the y is the letter I have. That's called your base variable. So find your y, scribble it out, and above it you're going to put x plus 3. Then just widen your parentheses. Okay, now you're going to solve for x. So you distribute here. So 2 times 1x is 2x, 2 times 3 is 6, plus the 2x. Plus the 2x that was here. Okay, make your v. Okay, you add the x's, 4x plus 6 equals 38. Then I just minus 6 to get 32. And then I divide by 4. 38 divided by 4 is 8. That's x equal to 8. Now to find the y, go into your base. Now you can plug x in for either one of these, but if I have to find y, I would want to use the one where the y is by itself. Okay? So x is 8. 8 plus 3 is 11. Okay, number 5. You still need to use substitution. Now this is the letter we're going to use as our base. I just need to move that minus 2 over as plus 2x. Okay, now we're good. Write the other equation, 3x minus 2y equals 5. Now my y is the base again. And I put 3 plus 2x. Okay, distribute your negative 2. Okay, so negative 2 times 3 is negative 6. Negative 3 times 2x would be negative 4x. You can put, and then we add our 3x in there. So again, I will be adding those. Negative 4 plus 3 is negative 1x, and then plus negative 6. Then you add your 6. You get that to 0. So 5 plus 6 is 11. Then I divide by negative 1, and I get negative 11. Okay, now, if I got to find y, use the one where the y is by itself, man. So x is negative 11. I'm just going to go to my calculator. 3 plus 2 times negative 11 is negative 19. That's the substitution. So you've done graphing, substitution. Now the next two, I use the third and final procedure known as elimination. Elimination, we make that line and write add. First, see if you can add something to 0, okay? No, that's 9x, that's 10y. Okay, so we can't. So what I'm going to do, there's another way you can do this, but if I can't add anything to 0, I'm going to start times. And so I got 3, 3, 3, and then 6, 6, 6. Remember, you got to find where the x and the y would meet. So 18x plus 15y. And then 39 times 3 is 117. Now on the bottom, 18x plus 30y. Then 27 times 6 is 162. Now if you add them, they're still not going to be 0, but if I make that negative, they will be. And then the 30 is negative, and the 162 is negative. And I add them. 15 plus negative 30 is negative 15y. 117 plus negative 162 is negative 45. Then I divide, and I get 3, okay, for y, not x. Now to find your x, it doesn't matter what. You can use this, 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 or this. It doesn't matter. I'll use the top one. Put 3 in for your y, so it's 5 times 3. That's 15. So we got 6x plus 15 equals 39, or 15 plus 6x. So I subtract 15, that's 24. Divide by 6, that's 4. 4, 3. Okay, number 7. Add, see if anything adds to 0 now. That's 8, that's -1, no, so we have to, I don't care if that adds to 0, it has to be the x's or the y's. So times 3 and times 5. So we're going to have 15x minus 27y, and then -43 times 3, -129. Then 15x plus 40y, then 68 times 5 is 340. Again, that doesn't add to 0, but it will if you make that a negative. Then that 40 goes negative and the 340 goes negative, and I add. So -27 plus -40 is -67y. -129 plus -340 is -469. You just got to keep it together. Divide by -67. And that's going to give me my solution for y. So the y is 7. Now for the x, this, they'll all work. 5x minus 9y equals -43. So the y is 7. So I'll be taking 9 times 7 is 63, or -9 times 7 is -63. At any rate, it's going to be 5x minus 63, or plus negative, but you add 63. -43 plus 63 is 20. Then I divide by 5 and we get 4. 4, 7. Okay, now this one here, number 8, you just got to gut your way through it. Highlight the regions that represent the solution to the system of inequalities. Okay? So I use this scratch paper, and what I'm going to do is randomly pick a point in part A. I'll go 1, 2. Then I'm going to make this table here. Put each inequality on top of it. A, B, C. So if A, I'll go with 1, 2. So I put 2 where the y's at, -1/2 times 1 plus 5. Figure that out. You have to get true on both sides for you to be able to be done and highlight it. 4.5. Well, that's true. So if that's true, we better come over here. And I put 2 where the y's at, and then 1 minus 1. That's 0. That's true too. Great. I'm done. Had I got a false in either one, I would be going to B and repeating the same process. Okay. Of course, till you get to D, then that's obviously your answer. Okay, now we go to the word problems. Hardcover books cost $3.50 more than paperback books. $198 was collected from selling 20 hardcover books and 12 paperback books. Find how much each type of book costs. You have 3 units, so you need to make a table. The box off this side doesn't help if there's 3. It's a different type of linear. It's a system. So you got together. You always put that. How many? You always put that. Per and total. Okay, now hardcover and paperback, and then money per, money total. This has nothing to do with money, this top row. If it has a $sign, we don't put it here. Money total is $198. You should always know that. Now find me numbers that aren't money. How many hardcover? Okay, 20 hardcover. 12 paperback, add those, you get 32, you plus them. Get rid of that. Okay. All right, now there's one thing left about the money. $350 more. So you don't just put $350, you put a plus $350 with paperbacks. You don't need Y then, you put X and X. Okay, so 12 times X is 12X. To take 20 times this, you need to parenthesize that and distribute. That means times and times. So that's 20x, and 20 times 3.50 is 70. Okay, so we have 20x plus 70 plus 12x equals 198. Okay, then I would v my x's, that would be 32x plus 70 equals 198, and then I just subtract 70 to get 128, and then divide by 32. 128 divided by 32 is 4. Cross out both the x's in the middle row and put 4. So the paperbacks are 4. And down there is hardcover. That must have got cut off. 4 plus 350 is 750. Paperbacks, that said hardcover. Again, once you get your answer, you just add it on. Okay. Okay, this one, this should say students down here. At a football game, student tickets cost $3 each. Adult tickets cost $5 each. The school sold 700 tickets. They made a total of $3,078. How many adult tickets, how many student tickets were sold? 3 units. Together, okay? How many per total? Got the students and the adults, and then what they cost. The money total is $3,078, okay? Now up here, how many students? Don't know. How many adults? Don't know. Don't put 3 and 5 up there. That's for the money. You know, together you had 700, so if you know the together but not the separate, you put X and Y, 2 separate variables. Dollars per, students are 3, adults are 5. Those are both dollars, so they belong in the middle. Then we have 3x and 5y. Okay, so we have x plus, we have 2 equations, the top and bottom. We got x plus y equals 700, and then 3x plus 5y equals 3,078. You're going to have to use the little elimination. You're not going to get it to work there, so you need to multiply. Okay. Alright, so 1x times 3 is 3x, 1y times 3 is 3y. 700 times 3 is 2,100. The bottom remains the same. And I can't add them now, but if I make that negative, that's great. Okay. Make the other 2 opposite. 3 plus negative 5 is negative 2y, and then we take 2,100 plus negative 3,078, it's negative 978. And then I divide by negative 2. Dividing a negative by a negative will give me the positive. 489, so y is 489. So here's y, that's your adults, 489. To find the students, you can put 489 in there. You could also use a little bit of street smarts and take 700 minus 489, because this x plus 489 is 700, and that'd be 211. Okay, number 11. Angie and Kenny play online video games. Angie buys 1 software package and 3 months of gameplay. She pays a total of $65. Kenny buys 1 software package and 2 months of gameplay, and he pays a total of $50. Find the cost of a single software package and the cost of a single month of gameplay. 3 units. Together. How many per total? So software packages and gameplay. And then you're paying money. Now you got 2 different people here, so there's 2 totals, okay? So you're going to have 65 and 50, put them in that order, in the order they appear in the problem. Now find all your non-money numbers. One software package, 3 months of gameplay right beside it. One software package, 2 months of gameplay. So that's going to be 4 and 3. Now, you don't have anything other information. So you call these X and Y, put 2 X's so you know exactly what to multiply by. And that's 1X, 1X, and 3Y, and 2Y. And there's your 2 equations. I don't need to multiply, man. I got the same number here, 1 and 1. If I just made it negative, they'd go bye-bye. I don't need that. 2's negative, 50's negative. So 3 plus negative 2 is 1y, 65 plus negative 50 is 15. And then divide by 1, and you get 15. Okay, so y is your gameplay. That costs $15. Now to find your software packages, you have no easy way to get the second answer. You got to put 15 into the equation here. One of the two, go with this one. Okay, so 15 is my y. So 3 times 15 is 45. Some of you that put 45 and then you keep the y there, no, okay? Y's gone. Okay, it's 1x plus 45, or 45 plus 1x. It doesn't matter the order you write addition. 1x equals 20. You can divide by 1, but it's just 20. Okay? So I didn't have to multiply. I had the same number front. Had I not had the 2 1s there, I would have probably had to multiply. Okay, number 12 is a different type of problem. You're going to use a chart, but you got to set it up differently. How many ounces of combination of 20% hydrochloric acid solution and 70% hydrochloric acid solution need to be mixed to obtain 20 ounces of a 50% solution? This is totally, you're going to use a table, you're going to end up with 2 equations, but how you get there is different. You will not be exiting that box out on a percent. First, line up your percents. It goes lowest 20, highest 70, middle 50. Now, we're not going to put a label. My camera's